Namaste, kings and queens. I want to make a video talking about ancestor money. This is not real money. That is ancestor money, y'all. We're gonna talk about ancestor money because I've been getting inboxes about ancestor money. What is it? What do we use it for? Where do you get it? Why do you use it? How do you use it? So I'm going to talk to y'all about ancestor money. So first and foremost, ancestor money is an offering that you burn to your ancestors to help heal any financial or karmatic debt that they might have left behind here on earth. A lot of times when we have things that we want to accomplish here on earth, a lot of times it's hard for us to do it because we don't have the wisdom or the guidance that our ancestors could be providing if they weren't so tied up trying to heal their financial and karmatic debt on their own. So with ancestor money, you can burn it, and I like to say a little prayer with my ancestor money. I like to write down a prayer and fold it up inside the ancestor money, and my prayer sounds a little bit something like, I burn this ancestor money on behalf of my lineage as an offering to my ancestors, praying that it serves as a tool to heal any financial debt that they might have accumulated here in the physical or in the spiritual realm. Praying that it frees them up so that I may be guided and protected on my path to wealth. Praying that it provides good luck and money drawing power. I pray. Oh, and I also pray that the Most High God agrees with my request to heal any financial debt or negative financial energy our lineage might have or our ancestors might have, to heal any financial illiteracy. A lot of times our ancestors die financially illiterate. I'm not saying that my family never had money. I'm saying a lot of times when they had it, they didn't know what to do with it. So that means that we were financially illiterate. You know, I haven't inherited anything. Nothing has been handed down to us. So I am trying to change that. And I can't change it until I heal them. So I have to heal them so that I can be healed, so that we can be healed. Maya Angelou said that I stand as one, but I come as 10,000. I'm not just healing myself. I'm not just trying to heal my family. I'm healing an entire lineage, an entire line of ancestors. And if you look at the ancestor money, it also has these outrageous numbers on it. Some of them like 8 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. This one has $1,000 on it. You burn 10 of those, it's 10,000. So it has outrageous numbers on it because you can't just, a lot of people are like, oh, you could just burn regular money, can't you? And I'm like, no, because regular money, you could burn $100, you could burn $5, but depending on, you know, how far off the karmatic and financial debt goes, you could be burning $5 and it'd be pennies to the dollar for your lineage, and that's just for your grandmother, your great grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to have ancestor money, and you definitely want to be burning that. I like to anoint mine with money oil. I feel like it makes it work better. And what I mean is, this is not no get rich quick money thing. A lot of times when I burn it, money doesn't come to me, an idea does. An idea on how to get money, an idea on how to make more money, or make my money make money. So that's how this has worked for me personally. So a little history behind ancestor money. As you can see, the Emperor Jade is on the ancestor money, and the Emperor Jade is Chinese, of course, and he's the representation of the Emperor Jade is wealth. He represents wealth. So Chinese people used to leave this on altars and burn it at funerals for their ancestor in the afterlife. And when Christians came along and started talking about heaven and hell, they associated Chinese people's afterlife with hell. So if you look at the money, it says hell banknote, because when Christians came, they were like, oh, your ancestors, the afterlife is not good. Afterlife is, if they're in the afterlife, they're in hell. So Chinese people were like, okay, and they're in the afterlife, they're in hell. They just started associating it with that. So that's why a lot of times when you look it up or you're looking for it, it'll say hell notes. Don't be taken back by that. It's not hell notes. It's not evil. Money is not evil. Money is a tool. I like to use in my head the analogy of a chair. Say I'm a broken chair, okay? I'm on my last leg. I'm struggling to stay up and hold other people up, right? But people still choosing to sit in me, and I'm breaking down even more. And then God comes along and says, here's a hammer. Here's a hammer. Fix it. And then your grandmama and your aunties and your great grandmamas and your great aunties come along and say, money is evil. Money is the hammer is evil. Hammer is evil. Hammer is the root of all evil. You need to pray and wait for God to fix you. Don't worry about using that hammer, because the hammer's evil, right? This is the hammer. You're the chair. So you wait on God. You pray. You wait on God. And then as you're waiting and you're praying, you're breaking down even more. You're breaking down and down and down and down until eventually you're completely broken, and now you're trash. And now you're being thrown away. When you had a hammer. You had a hammer, right? So that's almost the equivalent to drowning and asking God to help you, not drown, and God sending a boat. And you saying, no, I'm not going to get on the boat. I'm going to wait on God, right? And then you drown, and then you get to heaven, and you're like, God, why didn't you save me? And God is like, I sent a boat. Why didn't you get on it? You know what I'm saying? So, again, when we're talking about money, we have to also heal our financial illiteracy. We have to heal those negative thoughts and those negative toxic ideas we have towards money. Those are all toxic. Those are all negative. We need to heal that out of our lineage, because that can go as far back as when slavery started. You know what I'm saying? So we got to heal that. You guys have to understand that what I'm talking about is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? This goes back further than the Chinese. This goes back further than them, because Egyptians used to bury their dead with riches and golds and herbs and things that they would need in the spirit realm, right? That's why they're looting Egypt right now, because all of our ancestors were buried with riches and golds that they're trying to get. So, with that being said, you don't think they'll need some form of spiritual currency to be healed? And like I said, it might not work. It might not. In your head, you're like, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna do that. That's fine. Don't do it. I'm telling you what it's worked for me. I'm telling you how it's working for me, and it works. All right, because the first time I burnt it, I didn't see money immediately. I didn't see money that day or within the hour, or it took a month. It took a month or two for me to see a return. But I can tell you that the minute I burnt it, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulder. I felt like I could breathe. It was like a drain that had been clogged, and it was just unplunged finally, and money was finally able to flow through. It was like Drano. So I feel like if y'all are not doing this, if you have not tapped in to your spirituality as far as money is concerned, you are missing out. Because you have to understand that all of it's connected. All of it's connected. When you are, it doesn't matter what you practice. You could be a Christian, you could be a Buddhist, you can be a Catholic, you can practice voodoo, voodoo, Ifa. You cannot get where you need to be without your ancestors' permission. You cannot get where you need to be without honoring them first, because they are you. They are your flesh, your blood, and your bone. They are still here through you. You are them. They are you. You stand as one, but you come as 10,000. You represent your entire lineage. Okay? And if you're wondering why you're broke, or you're tired, or you're having bad luck, try to look back on whoever else got it, because you probably inherited it. Okay, in African culture and in Ifa culture, they say a lot of times when you make a collection of karmatic debt, a lot of times it don't hit you first. It hit your kids. It hit your kids and your kids' kids. So heal that so your kids can be blessed. So you can be blessed with generational wealth and generational success. Okay? And if you think I'm lying about ancestors and altars and honoring them, because we don't worship ancestors. We don't worship and pray to ancestors. We honor them. You worship and you pray to God. Okay? The Most High God comes first. That's why I always, whenever I incorporate my prayers, I'm always like, may the Most High God agree with my request. May the Most High God agree with my request, first and foremost. And then may He help guide our entire lineage and all of my ancestors. May He help us all heal from whatever we need to heal from. Okay? And if you think I'm lying about this ancestor stuff and this ancestor altars and stuff like that, why are black people so mad at these statues, right? And these pillars of racist Confederate generals, right? Because what is that statue standing there in the middle of that, in the middle of the square, if not an altar? It's an altar. You think white people will be giving so much pushback if you weren't trying to tear down their shrine of their ancestor who paved the way for them to be the dominant people? What? I'm over here in moving in secret about my ancestor money and about my crystals and about my plants and my water and my altar. I'm over here moving in secret. These people have whole altars in the middle of town. Do you hear me? Whole altars. Okay? They have rock, stone, okay? Plants all around, the representation of their ancestor. Okay? They water it every day, have a gardener, taking care of it. Altar. They have public altars all over the South, and you're over here scared to tap in. Where they do that at? I'm gonna need y'all to get right. I'm gonna need y'all to heal yourself through healing your ancestors. And when you pray, make sure you ask the Most High God to agree, because He will. All right? We, in African culture, we don't say amen. We say ashe. Because ashe is commanding it to happen. Because it will. It will happen. It's supposed to happen for you. The Bible says the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But I come so you can live life more abundant. I took 3 things from that. Live life abundance. Live life abundance. Ashe.